Senna.
Fight for our queen!
We have made it to the finale of House of the Dragon Season 2. Very excited to jump right into this. Rawr.
That's your dragon?
That's what turns all the ladies on. Wink, wink. Here we go.
Wow. All right.
100 of your golden dragons.
I could not produce such a coin, even if I wanted to.
Again, you plead poverty. It is hollow stuff from the mouth of a Lannister.
I was going to say.
Give us the stepstones, smattering of rocks. Hardly a sacrifice to the lords of Westeros.
Those rocks have been disputed for a generation. You're pirates.
Oh, he didn't like that.
We will impose a simple tax on those passing through. Recoup the losses we took fighting the Velaryon hordes.
Extortion. You will drive up the price of basic goods.
It is better than starving, surely.
I don't know.
A fleet of warships, then. Sailing at your command, they would break the blockade and hold the passage.
Tough decisions.
Yeah. Oh.
Very well. The Prince Regent may have me hanged for this.
With the armada we send now, you can topple the Prince Regent
Oh.
and sit the Iron Throne yourself.
Oh, that's not good to say out loud, I think. Treacherous.
The pirates.
The commander of our fleet must agree to go with you. His name is Lohar. The sailors are fiercely loyal to him. If he does not lead them, they will not fight.
Oh gosh, who's this guy then?
Very well. Let us meet this commander then.
I want to.
Oh, the unexpected.
This is Tyler Lannister of Casterly Rock.
Well met, Lord Tywin.
Sup?
Is he going to question her because of her gender?
What sort of man are you?
Beg your pardon?
A poet? A philosopher?
I am the master of ships at King's Landing.
You're thin. I will not sail with a man who cannot best me.
Oh.
She's kind of giving me Brienne of Tarth vibes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Are we to assume that he did that?
I was assuming he did that.
He's looking much better.
I'm sure he doesn't feel that way.
You're a good man. Oh, well.
Oh, here he comes.
A word, Your Grace.
He's like, I was just enjoying that.
It's like good cop, bad cop.
I must ask you, Your Grace, to steel yourself. We must leave King's Landing quickly, and we will not return for some time.
Oh my goodness.
Why?
What a move.
The Pretender has found 3 new riders for her dragons.
That's impossible.
Your brother thought the same. He flew to challenge her and was rebuffed. Fled in terror, from what I hear. Be that as it may, he has gone in fury to Sharp Point and laid waste to the whole of the town.
God.
King mad.
The gods are cruel, Your Grace, but I hope you can see the urgency.
No. I am the king. Why must I run?
Because the Prince Regent is going to kill you.
He knows
Yeah.
he knows that though.
He's scared.
You were in danger before, and now he is thwarted and he is angry. There is no telling what he will do, but we have an opportunity while he is
An
away.
opportunity to push him out.
Okay.
Take me to my throne. And once he returns, I shall take him prisoner.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
When Rhaenyra descends on you with her 7 dragons and you without Vhagar, what then?
Good question. That's a great question.
I have, over the years, in anticipation of little bumps in the road, moved the greater part of Harrenhal's gold reserves to the Iron Bank in Bravos. We can live and remain until what is coming has passed.
Wow.
You want to take me to Essos to live with the goat fuckers?
It's best to live, I think, however you do it.
Is it?
My dragon is dead. I am burnt and disgusting.
Do you think he would honor that agreement? Or would he just take the gold for himself?
I don't know.
It's not like he could defend himself.
My cock is destroyed, did they tell you that? It burst into flames like a sausage on a spit.
Oh my god.
Let your brother and the pretender destroy themselves in blood. They will be tired of endless deprivation and fear. They will hail the returning king, his father's true heir.
I mean, I don't think he's wrong.
Aegon the victorious, risen from the ashes. Aegon the peacemaker.
That's quite the story.
Aegon the rebuilder.
I guess it's all about how you can spin it.
Aegon the realm's delight.
Well, everything's changed now, but...
After what he just described about himself, I'm like, I don't know that there's anything to fight for anymore. All ambition is gone.
Yeah. She just left the little children behind, though, to go on her little adventure.
What are you doing here? Remove your feet from the table.
I'd rather not.
Oh, here we go.
It's not up to you, Ulf.
Who's it up to then, boy?
He's the Prince, Ulf. Prince Jacaerys Velaryon.
The young prince! Look at that hair.
Don't touch it. Sore point.
My mother is the queen.
Dragon riders both. You and I. Cut from the same cloth.
Oh, God.
Forgive him, my prince. He's not much used to the manners of court.
Or any manners at all, I'd say. Do you know what has happened this last hour?
God.
If you hinder our efforts through sloth or unreadiness, I will see you hanged and your body fed to the dogs in the street.
I meant no disrespect, my prince.
Dang.
Ooh.
Dang. Way to step up, I guess. I mean, the dude is being quite rude and comfortable.
Yeah.
Vhagar has ever been our foremost threat, and she is now overmatched.
Vhagar is not his only dragon.
The third brother is untested. He's never left Old Town, and his dragon is younger than Vermax.
But a dragon nonetheless. And you forget another.
Helena, she does not ride. She has no taste for it.
She may yet be compelled. And her dragon...
Dreamfire, hatched when the Conqueror was king.
Oh, shoot.
She is formidable. Still, Helena is no warrior.
But, you know, you got to take all of that into account.
Aemon thought himself invincible. He has now discovered he is not. He'll be angry, desperate. He will not stop at Burning Sharp Point, and he will not be denied.
You speak truly.
Yeah.
I wish it was not so.
Let's go. Come on.
My ship is no longer the Sea Snake. She was a testament to my own glory.
Oh.
I've given her a new name.
Oh.
What is she now?
The Queen who never was.
Oh.
Oh.
It's quite a long name, but honorable.
The Lannisters are marching, and the High Towers from Old Town. You must crush this beast at its head, and before too many days have flown.
Yeah. It's time for decisive action.
He's got me amped up. I'm ready to see this.
Sir Alfred Broom has come to see you.
Interesting.
Oh.
You've arrived just in time to see my new army, Broom. What do you think of it?
It's very large.
Good.
Lannister hesitates. I aim to march on King's Landing before he can catch me.
May I have a word in private, Your Grace?
Did you notice that was a long take?
Yeah, that was cool.
I will never serve the usurpers or the whelps of Old Town. But there are battles to be fought. And in times like this...
What's that noise?
Did you hear something?
Oh, he's wondering the same thing.
This place will have you barking at the moon.
He's amused.
He's gotten used to it.
While you have mustered an army, Rhaenyra has faltered, turning aside from our judgment and taking a course I myself deem reckless.
Rhaenyra will chart her own course, for good or ill.
But you are a leader of men. If you declare yourself, your lords will follow you.
What are you talking about?
Rhaenyra's intentions are good. But what we need, in this moment, is a king.
Oh, that's what he wants to hear.
Appealing to his ego. Well, he didn't answer, but he didn't kill him either.
Exactly.
We didn't order the blockade.
No, but we are the crown, so they expect us to break it.
I was happier before I was queen.
Interesting. More money, more problems.
Yeah.
What would you think about leaving this place?
Wow. Everybody's thinking about leaving.
Where would I go?
Oh, dang it.
Helena, here you are.
Just going to bed.
The crown has need of your service.
Oh, gosh.
I need you to fly with Dreamfire to battle.
Aemond.
I won't burn anyone.
It isn't a question.
They have defiled our birthright, made commoners into dragon lords.
It is a sin and must be punished.
I remind you, your sister is still the queen.
As you were once. And you see now what is the consequence of your weakness. We are in peril today more than yesterday.
Peril that moved you to burn the town of Sharppoint. Peril or basest fury at your own humiliation.
Mm-hmm. Tell him.
And now you seek to corrupt your sister. Of all our line, the gentlest and most deserving of your protection.
Who will protect her if she cannot protect herself?
And who will she be if her mind is broken?
It is no longer our rule that is threatened. Our very lives, would you not have us prevail?
Not like this. Not like this.
Yeah. This is the first time she's like probably stepped up as a mother for her kids.
Well, it's the first time I've seen her stand up to him. Probably,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
I must again request your assistance. I need passage.
Yeah.
In your discretion.
The Grand Maester's like involved in everything right now.
They could all go to the goats together.
Do you think nothing of your oath, Lord Commander?
I think of nothing else, my lord.
Steward's son from Dawn, King and Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Oh my goodness.
Say that out in the open.
Putting it off.
She saved my life. Twice. Once from the headsman's axe and once from myself. Since then, she has been the beacon I follow.
Everybody pretend you didn't hear this.
Do not think I have no shame in me, sir. The desire for women has brought me grief after grief.
Huh.
Your brothers in the King's Guard find a way.
Do they? Perhaps they do, or perhaps all men are corrupt. And true honor is a mist that melts in the morning.
That is a bleak philosophy.
Yeah, that's where his head's totally at.
It's maybe just realistic.
You saw what I saw. The dragons dance, and men are like dust under their feet.
Yeah.
And all our fine thoughts, all our endeavors are as nothing.
Wow.
He's having a major existential crisis right now.
We march now toward our annihilation. To die will be a kind of relief.
Dang.
Don't you think?
Yeah. Stay away from him. He's bad for morale.
Interesting how he thought he could, like, scare him with his sword, threatening his life.
He's like, yeah, come at me, bro.
He's like, you saw what I saw. We know the same thing. This is meaningless, all of it. We're just puppets. Oh no, that's not a, okay. Well, she gave up. I guess she's toying with him.
Yeah.
Dang.
Whoa! Did he kill her? Oh,
no. Game over.
Oh, you just slapped a lady.
You gonna sail with him now?
Respect.
Is it good enough?
You have impressed me, Lord Timon. King's Landing has sent a most doughty ambassador.
You will testify to the worth of the ambassador by agreeing to his most humble request.
I will most certainly consider it. After dinner.
Oh, wow.
All right.
It does not befit a prince to pout.
He's looking very pouty. I was just thinking that.
They are an insult to us. To what makes us Targaryens. If any common lout can ride a dragon, then...
That does not make me common. Or you.
Yeah.
Do you believe that you are the first noble heir who was not sired by his noble father? Such is the way of the world.
Oh, that's a good question. That's actually a great point.
I've heard the whispers the whole of my life.
Then prove to them that you are worthy. Get up and take your place by your mother's side.
Yeah, listen to her. She's smart.
He's doubting himself, though.
Yeah.
Still annoys me how he looks down on people, though.
He looks down on people because he looks down on himself. That's why.
Doesn't help. It doesn't help.
Hoist me, lads, and hoist again. Salute the captain's daughter.
She's really enjoying him.
Yeah. What do you think? Do we ship them?
I don't know, but she seems to be enjoying him more than anybody else.
He's definitely amused her.
It's Thailand.
Oh, she
You have
likes him.
proven yourself most accommodating.
She definitely likes him.
I will be pleased to sail at your side.
Oh, what are you talking about? Are you talking about sailing?
To the gullet on the morrow! And let the sea snake rue the day we meet again.
She's got a great voice.
I was thinking the same thing. The way she shouted that actually reminded me of what's her name from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Oh.
Oh! Before you go.
Oh.
Lord Thailand.
What does she have in store for him?
You are a handsome man.
Okay,
And
there we go.
you have proven your worth and virility.
Let's get it on.
I wish to have children by you.
Oh my goodness.
Straight to it.
I want you to fix my wives.
What?
I wasn't expecting that. How many?
How many wives do you have?
Goodness.
I was thinking something along the lines of that-ish, but I thought it was just gonna be like a three-way.
Oh.
I have entrusted you with a power only few have known, and I charge you to take it up with fealty and respect.
Mm-hmm.
We must strike while we have the advantage. And end this war. Learn your beasts and your commands. You will fly in 2 days' time.
Dang, just 2 days?
Strongholds of the usurper, Old Town and Lannisport and their armies, all must be subdued.
Everyone's got the same feeling like, yo, 2 days? We're not ready.
You will have no choice but to surrender.
You wish for us to kill innocents.
And so many.
It is hard, but it cannot be helped.
It's going to be hard for them because they're small folk.
The Castellan, Sir Simon Strong. Daemon has raised his army, but Sir Simon fears treachery.
Oh my goodness.
I will not allow it.
Oh no.
Adam, come with me.
What?
Oh no, he feels bad because he wasn't chosen.
Maybe she doesn't want to risk her own son's
Well, yeah,
life.
exactly, but he doesn't see it that way.
When you came here, you were a closed fist. You wished to bend the world to your will.
Was that a hallucination?
I don't know.
There are omens here for those who seek them. You do not scoff.
I'm no longer inclined to.
He has been broken down.
Well, he's definitely acclimated to the situation.
Do you wish then to learn what is given to you?
The answer is yes. But what is the cost?
All your life you've sought to command your own fate. But today you are ready.
Why does he look like he doesn't have confidence in his eyes?
Maybe he's a little nervous of what he might find out. Whoa, what? Oh.
That is
The
trippy.
one-eyed crow. Yeah. Whoa. Oh my god, this is awesome.
You seeing the future?
Yeah. The mother of dragons.
That's crazy how they're connecting it.
Yeah. So he sees now that it's bigger than everything they thought.
Bigger than him, certainly.
Yeah.
Oh, his vision. Her on the throne.
It's all a story.
Oh.
And you're but one part in it. You know your part.
Is she talking to him directly through that
Wow.
lady? Or that's just a part of his vision?
Not sure, but like she has a connection. Like she's able to see.
You know what you must do.
Whoa. Oh, yeah,
she is talking to him.
She was talking to him, yeah.
Sister, we share the same blood. I know you wish no harm to anyone, but in a time like this, when the good of the realm depends on us, we will lay waste to Daemon and his army. Let our enemies see that we will answer outrage with outrage.
And if I refuse?
Yeah.
Oh, is he going to push her off the edge?
Yeah.
Will you burn me as you did Aegon?
Oh my gosh.
Calling
him
you out?
Yeah, calling him out.
That is a lie.
I saw it.
Yeah. Saw with a capital S, bitch.
You burned him, and you let him fall.
What you say is treason.
No, it's truth.
Aegon will be king again. He's yet to see victory. He sits on a wooden throne. And you...
What?
You'll be dead.
Oh my goodness.
I thought she was going to say that.
You were swallowed up in the god's eye. And you were never seen again.
Is this one of those things where he can't avoid it? Is he going to reaffirm his fealty off of that vision?
I don't think she's come to Harrenhal, though. She said she was going... Oh, yeah, you're right. It is Harrenhal.
It's interesting music, by the way.
Yeah.
Welcome to Harrenhal, my queen. I did not think to see you here yourself.
Message gave me much concern.
Yes, I must admit I had reason to fear.
Oh, he was the one watching the conversation.
Yeah, he
unfold.
was, yeah.
Gotcha.
Maybe you're right. Maybe Aemond has turned himself around now that he's seen the truth.
You know what? I'd love to think that's going to happen, but...
Well, like, this whole season, Harrenhal has just been, like, breaking him down. So maybe now he's like, okay, I'm ready to play my part. Not all of us are meant to be kings and queens. All right, Uncle Husband.
What's the move?
Yeah.
I see you have done well here.
They are sworn to me, and not a moment too soon.
And to whom are you sworn?
All right, let's hear it.
This guy.
Vuson taptilerik sostawa. Filipasma kesu. Pranon. Merisa. Sola armazis. Soprumi vejume. Uina juragon costo tuta worundan. Sesi amerikiso. Elo. Belvilza.
Interesting.
The realm's only hope
It's you.
is a leader who can unite it, and my brother chose you.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
That's the move. That's the
move.
You are the true queen, Rhaenyra. First of her name, protector of the realm. I am meant to serve you, and all of these with me.
Wow.
Until death, or the end of our story.
Wow.
God, his head must be in a weird place.
Yeah. He's been changed. Oh, watch out for him.
That's like some Dr. Manhattan level of reality. You're like in the present moment, but you also see the future.
Ine arli cridruchas. Separ morolias.
Nuki koston tawor. Silutan.
For every one of us who falls, 100 of them, there will be no mercy. We fight for our queen.
Well, I properly got some goosebumps off of that.
I love that they're all here for Rhaenyra, but also I'm not excited for war.
We joined the blockade and are like to find ourselves in peril sooner than late. I wish to set out on good terms with my first mate.
Have I been remiss in my duties?
Here we go.
You've done what is asked of you, and more.
Okay.
You cannot lead if you do not inspire. I never asked to lead, as you well know. You have been given a position to which all who serve here aspire.
Forgive me, my lord. I will endeavor to improve myself.
Get back here. We're not done.
Come on.
I am trying to help you.
Oh gosh, here it comes.
Is this the help you offer after all these years? A reminder to be grateful.
I mean no offense. You may go.
Uh-oh. No, it's too late.
Do you know what hunger does to a boy? What grief does? Or shame?
You are dismissed.
No.
And I watched the man beside me walk past with his son and heir, with the fur around his shoulders, choosing sweetmeats to eat after supper by the fire.
Oh, damn.
Now you wish to suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor. I am an honorable man, and I will serve you because I must. But if it is all the same, I will decline any offers of help.
Wow.
If I survive this war, I'll continue as I began. Alone.
Yeah, well...
Man, that hits. Wow. Oh.
He messed up.
He couldn't say shit to him.
No, he couldn't, because he was right.
These shots keep getting wider and wider every time it comes back to her.
A big-ass dragon is about to fill up the screen. That's what's going to happen, I think.
Well, they just... Sure, but they keep making her smaller in the frame. It's just fascinating to me.
Here it comes.
Maybe you're right. Here we go.
All right, crazy lady. She's like, I'm going to ride a dragon or die trying.
I do not believe my father would have wished this.
He left you with no choice. Be strong. You know you are just. You must not let the realm fall to those who care for power more than peace.
Her father was not an aggressor.
You must prevail.
And who pays the price?
Yeah.
Innocence.
Yep. It's always the innocence. Who is it?
Come.
Wait, I don't know.
Begging your pardon, Your Grace.
What's up? What's going on?
Oh, I had to see you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. Returning the favor, are we?
I don't know why I wasn't expecting her.
No, I wasn't either.
Yeah.
I was raised to believe there was an order to things, that there was security in following the path laid out for us. I resented you, I think, for caring so little for any of it, for knowing what you wanted. I did not know what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Why have you come here? Because I lost my way, or rather it was taken from me. All those I put my faith in, my husband, my father, my lover, my son.
The incorruptible queen sullies herself with a lover.
Do not judge me for what you yourself have done.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Be nice.
I too have desires.
Yes, but you alone made virtue your banner.
And I clung to it. In defiance of you, I think, who so disdained it.
This is taking a lot for her to come and say all this.
I walked outside the walls of the city and I felt a weight lifted from me.
How lovely for you.
I thought for the first time what I would choose.
She's just not having it.
Yeah.
To be free of all this endless plotting and striving. The crown will pursue war and victory at any cost. But as for me...
I'm out.
I would take my daughter and her child and leave it all behind.
It's too late.
Yeah. We're in a situation now.
Leave us behind, as you say. Wander in the wilderness. What has it got to do with me?
All right, let's hear it.
He never stopped loving your mother, you know. He was very fond of me and I of him, but she was the vision that sustained him. Even after she herself had slipped from his grasp, it was his love for her that kept him resolute in his choice of her.
And yet you believe he wavered at the end?
Because she wanted to.
Helena as queen will be the crown's authority. If you come then to King's Landing, I will see to it that our guards throw down their arms. We will open the gates. We will shed no blood.
Whoa.
You will enter as a conqueror.
Whoa.
Oh.
Once you take the throne, this senseless war must end.
She doesn't know if she can trust her.
What of Aegon?
You gotta kill him.
He still heeds his mother. I believe I can prevail upon him to bend the knee if
No,
needed.
still. You defend him. Still, you imagine you can have all you want without paying too high a price. A price I had no choice but to pay.
Is to set things right.
If I am to take the throne, I must put an end to the opposition. I must take Aegon's head. However you may try to evade it, you know this.
Is she just trying to protect her children?
Will you shrink from what you set out to do, or will you see it through?
Wow.
And make your sacrifice?
That's a big sacrifice to ask a mother.
A son for a son.
Wow. Well, Laris was right to try and get Aegon out. What's she gonna say? What?
Someone's gonna renege. Someone's gonna double back on whatever they're deciding here.
Let us be done with this.
And what do I do with you now?
You let me go to do what I promised. And you fly to the Red Keep in 3 days' time and you take your throne. I have neither weapon nor armor. My life itself is forfeit. I cast myself on the mercy of a friend who once loved me.
History will paint you a villain.
Hmm.
A cold queen, grasping for power and then defeated.
Let them think what they must.
Yeah, she doesn't care about history. She cares about protecting what's in front of her.
Come with me.
My part is here, whether I will or no. It was decided for me long ago.
This is, it's not gonna work, is it? Alicent's gonna die or something, right? Like, this is not gonna work.
I don't know.
Because that's treason. That gets found out.
Alicent has this dream of being able to just do this and be anonymous, but
Be
I
normal.
feel like that's not gonna happen. Like, even if they succeed, right?
Mm-hmm.
There may be people who are Aegon's supporters who are like, well, now we have to kill this treacherous queen.
Yeah. This
How do
dude
you
is
feel?
such a wild card.
I know.
I just, if an actual battle ensues, I just hope he doesn't panic.
Right? It's like I can't trust him.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have that same sense of nobility that Adam and Hugh have.
Well, I guess it would have been too convenient if everybody was awesome that the dragons picked.
True. Oh, we're coming in for the high towers. Oh no, maybe that's one of their own dragons. I don't know. I don't know all the dragons.
Gets a little confusing sometimes. There we are. You know, I'm surprised Otto never came back into the show.
Yeah, Alicent was saying something about how she'd been sending ravens and
He never responded.
no reply.
Yeah.
So who knows what's happened to him. All right, Daemon. Oh God, I worry though, because if Aemon really is coming, he's got Vhagar, and Daemon's dragon is smaller. And if it's just one-on-one, there's no way he can win. Shit. Did he sire any children, I wonder?
It's fun to have people that are fun on the team you're rooting against.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is she going to succeed? Does he even know commands? Dang. She's crazy. Oh, he's left.
There he is.
Oh, I thought that was Aegon for a second.
Well, that answers that question, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, they did run off.
They did leave. Okay.
Cool.
So what then? She can take the throne because it's empty. There's still going to be a war. Everybody's doing their own thing.
Oh, what a shot.
Interesting shot.
Oh, what an edit. That was cool. If I didn't know what Blue Balls was before this.
I know.
I do know.
It truly is the Cold War of Dragons.
You know, this is very unlike Game of Thrones. It's so interesting because they have made use a lot in this season of things that are inferred, seeing the aftermath. Like, that has happened a lot even within this episode. You didn't see the city get taken out. You saw the aftermath of the city getting taken out.
Right.
By Aemon. Right? What's his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Vhagar. Yes.
Yeah, and Vhagar. Sorry. Yeah, the names scare me sometimes. So, yeah, you saw the aftermath of that, and I was like, oh, interesting. And I'm not like someone who just like craves violence, as you know.
I know, yeah.
But I am just slightly afraid that instead of kicking things off in the next season, 2 years from now or whenever, with action, it's going to be aftermath.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that scares me just a little bit.
Or
because,
just
like,
more of this, just like preparing for war, preparing for war, preparing
No,
for
that
war.
you saw it. You cannot kick off
No.
season 3 that way.
Absolutely
You got to
not.
come in hot, or it's going to be the aftermath. It's going to be one or the other. And I think it's such a interesting and bold, but also slightly frustrating move that has been the move the entire season. Because on the one hand, I'm like, that's cool. I like it. It's effective. It's efficient. You don't actually need so much carnage to tell the story. You had one scene in the season that was carnage. Yeah, when Rhaenys died fighting Aemon, right? That was the one scene with a lot of carnage. Outside of that, really, like, how much did we get? Most of it was inferred. And I'm like,
Or dragons also just like killing people when they were trying to find dragon riders. That was
That's
pretty
not the
horrific.
same. That's not the same. I'm talking about like a battle.
Sure.
You know?
Okay.
And so it's just kind of, I like it and I don't at the same time. I'm like, I think it's mature, but also what the fuck at the same time. I have mixed feelings because I think that it's an intelligent way to tell the story. It's effective. It's also saving you money.
Yes.
But at the same time, I kind of wanted to see the action. That's all I'm saying.
No, yeah.
Long-winded kind of way.
Yeah, I get that for sure. I think I also wanted to see some action in this episode. I also really wanted to see, what's her name? Is it Baela? The other girl, the one who doesn't have a dragon. I really wanted to see her actually, maybe get on that dragon, but I guess that's a cool cliffhanger.
A lot of cliffhangers in this episode.
I know, this episode's just like, hey, will they, won't they?
I kind of love this.
Okay, now you love it. Cool.
Because, you think about what's out there, right? Because at one point, Game of Thrones was sort of setting the standard for violence and everything. This season was not without its, like, gratuitous nakedness, right?
Sure.
It had moments like that, but that was kind of early on, and then it fell off. And in favor of more of the drama, in favor of more of the story. And you think about stuff like, it's a weird comparison to make, but just go with me. You think about stuff like The Boys, which goes all out, balls to the wall insane with nudity and violence and shock value. And this is more like, we're not doing that. We're not creating a second screen show. This is like high art. This is drama.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that. I really respect that. I know, and I can totally see at the same time how this might frustrate the F out of a lot of people, but I respect it and I actually quite enjoyed it.
It's very story driven, very character driven. And I really appreciate that about it because, we were watching another show on our other channel, Cinedesi, a show similar to this in the sense that, there are people struggling
Vying for power.
And like a lot of characters. I will say that House of the Dragon does an excellent job of really making me know who the characters are, caring for the characters that I care for, and even for the ones that are like on the side that I don't like. I know who they are. They feel very different and individual to me, and like their motives and everything are pretty clear, and so I can follow along really well, and I'm really, really invested in the characters and what is going to happen to them.
Yeah.
So, you're right. Yeah, we're ending on some massive cliffhangers, but also it's a really exciting place to end because now I'm just like, give me season 3.
Yeah.
I need to know.
Well, you're gonna have to wait 2 years.
I know, probably.
I really enjoyed that scene work with Alan and his father.
Corlys, yeah.
Corlys, yeah. I enjoyed that scene work because, You could really feel like he was, like, number one, he probably thought like 1,000 times in his mind, what would I say to him if I was given the opportunity? What would I actually say?
And he's been holding back the entire season.
That part too, it's just like, and it's just, you know, it's all kind of a whole bunch of feelings kind of coming out at the same time, and it's been so restrained. And to see him, instead of just going off on one, but it coming out the way it does, of just like frustration and hurt more than anything, I thought was a really cool way to play that.
I almost would have wished that he would have pulled back maybe even more.
Okay.
I think for me, that would have like really hit me in the feels a lot more, but I think because I felt that he was shouting a lot.
Oh, you thought he was shouting?
Yeah, a little.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was maybe, I mean, but okay.
This is subjective, I guess.
It's subjective,
Yeah.
but also fully valid. He's been harboring that hurt for his entire life.
Exactly.
And so I guess it makes sense, but...
Well, it didn't quite push me over into the realm of like crying and stuff like that, but it did make me feel for him.
Yeah.
You know, like when he was talking about what he saw as a child and being hungry and all that, I'm like, oh my God, like I feel so bad for this guy in a way that I was not expecting to. You know, I wasn't sure what he was gonna say. And I did not interpret him as shouting, because like I know what shouting sounds like, but I grew up with an Italian father. Like I know what shouting sounds like.
Sure.
But I mean, even for the show, there was a tone kind of set early on. Matt Smith had some scenes early on in the show where he could have went off on one. He could have gone off on one. He could have shouted, but it was more under his breath.
Yeah.
And so the show kind of set a tone early on of like how someone conveys frustration and anger or rage.
Yeah.
And so I suppose in respect to that, yeah, he was shouting. But in comparison to like just shows and movies and life, I don't think he was shouting that much. But that's my interpretation. It's subjective. I can see your perspective because, like I said, you know, I'm watching it. I didn't like quite go full on crying for him, and I easily could have if it was performed maybe different.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I was just kind of like, I feel the frustration, the rage, the sense of, you know, it being so unfair and hypocritical of now suddenly this guy, you know, oh, cool, Dad, you had other children and you wouldn't accept me, you wouldn't take care of me, but now that your other kids are dead and everyone around you has died, suddenly I'm good enough for you? Like, screw that. I get that completely. So yeah, I guess I wanted to feel a little bit more in that moment, but it was a really great scene between the two of them.
Yeah.
You know, like it was really powerful, and I think it needed to be said.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe if it was shot differently, that would have helped as well. You know, it was, the angles on that were a little bit strange. It was the one thought that kind of occurred to me, but that's very subjective. I personally would have gone for a oneer for that moment. You know, they did a oneer earlier just for like, I call that a TNG moment of when Damon was walking through the castle, the Next Generation, Star Trek The Next Generation.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because there were so many shots in Star Trek The Next Generation of just walking through hallways and like delivering like lots of dialogue that's just expository, right? That would have been a scene that I think could have played maybe more effectively if it was a oneer, because it was kind of like coverage as opposed to just like having them both kind of, him being in it, you know what I mean? Like feeling like we're part of this intimate conversation. It felt like it was edited.
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe that was for a good reason. Maybe the performance wasn't quite what the director and editor was looking for and they had to cut it that way. But nonetheless, it had an effect on me. Measurably not as strong as I would have liked it, but you know, there was an effect.
Yeah, I mean, I think as well, Corliss was giving so much in that moment because he didn't have to say anything, right? But you could see how all of those words landed on him and like how shitty he felt, like the regret, I suppose.
Yeah.
The story that hit me the most that he told was like, it was wintertime and then he saw his dad with his other son picking out desserts to have
for around
and wearing fur and he's cold and hungry and I'm like, I feel for that kid.
Yeah, exactly.
And so like that was really good. And like what we were saying while we were watching, it's like Corliss can't say anything because he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Like he was really shitty to them.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you've got two very different perspectives, right? Because you've got Adam on the one hand who's like, yeah, like we should let him know who we are. Like, let's try and get involved with him. Like maybe he'll take care of us now. And Alan's just like, I don't want anything to do with this man.
Yeah, I think it's very easy to sort of infer what happened there. If you think about these two growing up, one was taking care of the other.
Sure,
right?
the older one, right?
The older one was taking
Yeah.
care of the other, and it's like naturally the younger brother is going to have a more rose-colored glasses on the situation because he essentially had a father figure. His
Sure.
brother,
Yeah, you're
you know?
right. Yeah.
So the scene with Alicent and Rhaenyra, how did you feel about that scene?
I loved it.
What did you love about it?
I just thought that they were both doing wonderful scene work, like
Okay.
really great acting on both of their parts.
Mm-hmm.
Just as far as acting goes, I thought that it was just done so well. Like I could kind of see all of the different layers of emotions that were going on between the two of them.
That's easily one of those scenes that it's like either they blocked out the entire day for this scene or they got it in 2 takes.
Right.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's not a normal scene. It feels like one of those things they could spend forever on or they just got it, you know? And so it was interesting watching it unfold. And it didn't quite have the same impact as when they met up at the church for me. But it was still, for lack of a better word, it was still entertaining. You know, like that moment of Alicent going, okay, fine, you know. But I think part of me wasn't as, I guess, enthusiastic about the scene because I'm like, easily one of these two is gonna shift their move. I don't know what, like, okay, let's say it's Rhaenyra, right?
Mm-hmm.
She has the opportunity to take Aegon's head. Does she do it? You know what I mean? And how do we feel about it?
I think
You know
she
what
would though.
I don't know.
I think
We haven't seen her. Have we seen her do anything like that?
no,
Okay.
we haven't. But I do believe that Rhaenyra is capable of doing what she must do in order to become queen, right? And I think that's the difference that we see at the end there. Like Alicent has had a massive arc in this season where she's gone from adamantly believing in her cause and like Rhaenyra said, she basically birthed the whole situation.
Yeah.
And then now she's like, I don't want it anymore. I think I just want to live a normal life. And Rhaenyra's right. She's like, no,
Yeah.
you don't get to like do all of this and then turn around and be like, do you know what? I think I just want to take it all back.
Alicent's like, Control-Alt-Delete, please.
Yeah, exactly. You don't get to do that. And,
Yeah.
and in order to get what you want, you have to make a sacrifice. And she's trying so hard to like have her cake and eat it too. And it's like, you know what you have to do.
Yeah, it's eye for an eye kind of thing.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And
well, she said son for a son, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is beautiful. I thought the scene was really beautiful as well because it's like two old friends coming together and talking, 2 women in a position of power, or at least Rhaenyra is and Alicent was, and then also 2 mothers talking about their kids too.
The other part that someone could renege on is like Alicent says, okay, you know, I'll give in, blah, 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 blah. But then when it comes down to it, is she going to fulfill her obligation? So like in my mind, it would be one of 2 outcomes. Either she reneges on her agreement or she gets killed before she can even fulfill that agreement.
Or they turn up at the Red Keep and Aegon's not there. It's
Sure.
like, okay.
Yeah. Daemon and his vision, and then it being connected to what's her name, the daughter, who's a clairvoyant and all that. I need you to like help me here. Is she simply clairvoyant and she goes, okay, pop, 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 this is the path ahead. This is the story. And this is how you fit into it.
Yeah.
Or is she trying to mislead at all to favor her family?
I don't.
Because she said that Aegon will be on the throne again at some point.
Yeah, but she says it's a wooden throne. And so I wonder if he will become king in Essos instead, or like become a king somewhere else. He will not rule the Iron Throne. That's not his destiny.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense now.
And so I'm trying to like rack my brain. It's been ages since I've read Game of Thrones and also watched it. But remember that Daenerys and her brother did live away from the 7 kingdoms, right? They lived in 3 cities. No, I think they were brought there, so I don't know if they have any relation to Aegon. They couldn't be because he can't use his dick, so never mind.
Yeah. When he explained that whole thing, I'm just like, I don't even know what we're doing here now.
Yeah. You're like, I feel.
What is the point?
I feel very bad for you.
Yeah. Like I just don't know what are we fighting for at that point, you know?
You can't pee properly. I'm terribly sorry for you. That's super inconvenient.
I guess I just have such like a male chauvinist brain or something like that. Because it's like, to me, why do you become a spaceman? So you can fuck this guy, so eventually you can fuck a woman. Like, that's it. Every ambition is based on the opportunity to be with a woman and be able to be like, I did that. Cool, right? That's it. And it's like, if you're not functional, like, what is the point of anything? That's all.
There is always a point, Jabby Koei.
I don't see what it is.
You can still be a great person, even though your cock exploded.
I don't know what the point is. I lost the plot when he said that. I'm just like, I don't know what we're doing
The
here.
description was pretty horrific, though, to be fair. I was like, ew.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy eating a sausage. Like, I don't want to think about that.
I felt bad for him for the first time in the entire, like, that was the first time I actually felt bad for him. Because up until then, I didn't. I'm like, fuck you. You're awful. Well, like, when he said that, I'm like, oh gosh, okay.
So that's what it takes.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. When they pulled that shit in the first Game of Thrones with that really slimy guy.
Theon Greyjoy.
Greyjoy's. Yeah, he messed up Greyjoy in a real bad way. I was just like, yo, I don't wish that on my worst enemy. Like, that's just, that's so messed up. I don't know why, like, that's the line, you know? I don't know.
Because I remember in an earlier episode, I was feeling bad for Aegon, and you were like, fuck Aegon.
Yeah, until he said that.
Now you're like, all right, I feel kind of bad for you. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's really shitty.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
Anyway, looking forward to the video game adaptation of House of the Dragon.
The video game adaptation?
Can't wait to see how they play that, how that pans out.
Great.
So much dialogue. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jabby Koei. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.